Have you ever had this amazing idea for an animated video, but then you hit a wall? You know, the one made of high costs and crazy technical skills? It stops so many creators in their tracks. Well, today, we're not just going to lower that barrier, we're going to completely smash it.
So what if I told you that you could create some seriously stunning, high-quality animation for your channel for exactly this much? Zero. Nada. Zilch. And no, this is not a gimmick. In this explainer, we are laying out the entire step-by-step workflow using only free AI tools. Let's get right into it.
And here it is. This is the blueprint. We've broken down the whole thing into a super simple 6-step journey that anyone, and I really do mean anyone, can follow to take an idea from your head to a finished, pro-looking animation.
So here's how it's going to go down. First, we'll nail down the heart of your story with a script and give it a voice. Then the real magic happens. We create the visuals and actually bring them to life with animation. And to finish it all off, we'll polish it with some killer sound design and a tight final edit. It's a really simple but powerful workflow.
Okay, first things first. Before you even think about what your animation will look like, you need a solid foundation. And for us, that foundation is a really powerful script paired with a clean, clear voiceover. These first 2 steps, they're absolutely crucial. So for step 1, the script, we're going to use Claude AI. Seriously, think of this tool as your own personal AI scriptwriter. It is fantastic at crafting those compelling, story-driven narratives that are just perfect for YouTube automation, whether you're doing motivational stuff or deep dive explainers. And hey, here's a little pro tip for you. To get the absolute best script out of Claude, use a prompt just like this one. See those key phrases? Concise, impactful sentences, and emotional rhythm? That tells the AI to write a script that's designed from the ground up to keep people watching. All right, script in hand, it's time to give it a voice. For that, we're using Google AI Studio. It's so easy. You just paste your text in and it kicks out a clean and, honestly, a surprisingly natural-sounding voiceover. The big takeaway here? This one free tool can completely replace expensive voice actors or those pricey text-to-speech subscriptions. Okay, so our audio foundation is set. Now it's time for the really, really fun part. We're going to generate all of our visuals, and then, like magic, we're going to bring them to life. Let me introduce you to your new AI art director, Whisk AI. This tool is just incredibly versatile. You can generate pretty much anything. 2D characters, stickman scenes, really cool stylized art, you name it. If you want an anime vibe, a simple sketch, or even a dark, moody theme, it's got you covered. Now this next part is super important. A huge tip. Don't just generate a bunch of random cool-looking pictures. You gotta think like a director here. Generate your images scene by scene, pulling directly from your script. That's how you make sure your video tells a cohesive story and isn't just a slideshow. Okay, so you've got your scenes all laid out. Now for the main event. You're gonna use the desktop version of Meta AI. And that's a key detail. You have to use the desktop site for this to work. You just upload your static images, one by one, and the AI animates them, adding all these cool character movements and subtle motions.
You guys, this really is the magic step. You don't need to know a single thing about keyframes, rigging, or any of that complicated animation software. The AI does all the heavy lifting for you. This is what makes animation accessible to literally everyone.
So, we've got our animated clips, we've got our voiceover, we are so close, but we are not done yet. These last 2 steps, sound and editing. This is what will take your project from looking kinda amateur to looking and feeling truly professional. For sound design, we're gonna fire up Sono AI. This tool can generate background music, ambient sound effects, or even specific sounds to build tension and emotion. Trust me, sound design is the secret weapon for keeping your viewers glued to the screen. And let's just be super clear about why this is so important. Bad audio makes videos boring. It's an instant click away for your audience. But good sound design? That's what hooks them in from the very first second and keeps them there till the end. Whatever you do, do not skip this step. And finally, we bring it all home in CapCut. This is a free, surprisingly powerful video editor where you'll combine your voiceover, your animated clips, and all those sound effects you just made. It has everything you need to get a polished, professional result. And when you're in there editing, you gotta remember these 3 simple rules for high retention. Ready? Number 1, cut fast. You need to change the visual every 2 to 4 seconds. And number 2, absolutely no dead air. Ever. Keep that energy high and keep the pace moving. So, there you have it. That's the entire zero-cost blueprint. But before you rush off and start making your masterpiece, let's just quickly go over the real keys to making this whole thing work for you in the long run.
I mean, just take a second and look at what this workflow unlocks for you, especially for YouTube automation. You can now build entire faceless channels, pump out viral shorts, produce long-form explainers, or even launch a whole AI storytelling channel, all without spending a single dollar.
You know, this slide right here shows the single biggest reason so many creators fail. They just overcomplicate everything. They get stuck in this endless loop of looking for the perfect tool or the perfect workflow. But the real paths to success, it isn't about complexity. It's all about simplicity and consistency.
So here's what it all really boils down to. Focus every single decision on viewer retention. Keep your process dead simple, just like the blueprint we just walked through. And most importantly, stay consistent. That's it. That is the real formula.
And that's the blueprint. The tools are free. The steps are clear. That huge barrier to entry we talked about, it's gone. Your zero-cost animation studio is officially open for business. So the only question left is, what story are you going to tell first?